Hello and welcome to the Sacred Water. Today is Monday, June the 5th. We are finally in our first week of June, and boy has it been interesting so far. The weather has been doing funny things, first with the heat wave and now with a cold snap. My poor plants can't take it. At any rate, as it is Monday, we are due for our weekly readings. So let's see what the energy is going to be like for this week. And soon I will be doing the monthlies for everyone. Hopefully I can get them done before the end of the month. That would be grand. Hopefully the energy and everything else will cooperate to make that happen. In the meantime, let's start with the weekly. As always, this is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. It is also a timeless reading, so whenever you come to the reading, it's when you're meant to receive the message. So you would be in the right place in the right time. As always, if you're ever interested in any of the decks that I am using, I will be putting the information down below in the description so that if you're called to it, you can go check it out and get a deck for yourself. So, gods and spirits, what does the beautiful collective need to know today for this week? What do they need to know for this first week of June, gods and spirits? What can they expect from the energy, and how can they best navigate it for their highest and greatest good? Let's see what the collective needs to know, gods and spirits. Please guide them for their highest and greatest good. What is coming up for them this week? I'm hearing, and for those of you that are new, welcome in, and for those of you that are coming back, welcome back. I channel at the same time, and at this point in time, I am hearing take a chance. I don't know what that means. I think someone out there needs to hear it. It might be relevant to this reading. It might not, but we shall see. So, take a chance. Okay, someone needs to take a chance. Sounds like the energy of the Fool, a leap of faith. What do they need to know, gods and spirits, for the first week of June, first full week of June? We are June the 5th today, although this is timeless, so whenever you come to it, it is the right time. They're saying always in divine timing. I remember soul plan, the fated life versus destined life. Very nice. What else do they need to know, gods and spirits? Please guide the beautiful collective out there for their highest and greatest good. Too many. What do they need to know right now, gods and spirits? We have breath of the cosmos, my will to thy will, micromanaging the universe. Never a good idea. The universe is always going to do what it thinks is right for you. Sometimes whether we like it or not. So maybe it's a good idea to be a bit more open-minded about a particular outcome. So not being so attached or hell-bent on something looking in a particular way or feeling a particular way would probably be a good idea, because what might coming down what is coming down the pipe is undoubtedly better than what you probably could imagine. So let's try not to put constraints on how we manifest or co-create with the universe. I'm hearing patience is a virtue. You're in a mood today. Slightly sassy energy. What else do they need to know right now, gods and spirits? Please guide them for their highest and greatest good. What do they need to know right now? What does the collective need to hear? Star family, you're part of a team of souls. Call in support. Very nice. With this card, I am hearing, don't be afraid to take a moment, take a breath, and reassess. And if you need to, call for help. I don't know what that means. It'll mean something to others. To someone, it is going to be a very important message for them to hear. Let's see how it aligns with everything else. What do we need to know right now, guidance and spirits, for this week of June? For their highest and greatest good. Earth pulsing, the pulse of the mother. Slow down time in nature. Take that pause, definitely. One more, please. What do they need to know right now, gods and spirits? For their highest and greatest good, please guide the beautiful collective out there. What advice do you give them for the energy that's coming up? There we go. The courageous peony, multifaceted, unique nature. Let yourself be seen. That is very pretty, and I'm guided to look at this one as well. The star ancestors, hidden secrets, lost wisdom. Look a little deeper. So this is part of reassessing. Very interesting. If you hear any noises, the window's open so we can hear the nice chimes and the breeze is coming in. But I also have one of my cats in here sunning herself in the windowsill. So any little noises will be coming from her. Very well. Let's see, what does the tarot need to say? I'm going to take a moment and reflect on this. Yes, I think we're going to wait for the tarot to complete the picture. What else do they need to know, gods and spirits? Please guide the beautiful collective out there for their highest and greatest good. Someone has been suppressing themselves, kind of censoring themselves. I'm getting chakra, throat chakra. It feels like a suppression. It feels like not saying things that maybe they should for fear of saying the wrong thing. So sorry about that. Feels like that was a little wake-up call saying maybe this is time to really pay attention to what is right here, right now, this particular message. Yeah. Maybe this has to do with taking that moment to reassess and call for help if you need it. But there certainly seems to be a throat chakra issue. Let's see what that's about. Gods and spirits. What does the collective need to know right now? Please guide the beautiful collective for their highest and greatest good. What do they need to know right now, gods and spirits? Okay, we have the first card. It is the High Priestess. Very nice. What else do they need to know right now, gods and spirits? Okay, we have the Eight of Pentacles. This is very spiritual right now. I'm getting Eight of Swords energy, very wrapped up in your own head, worrying about stuff, when in reality you should be taking the Four of Swords approach of taking a break. We have the is this the page or is it I think this is the Page of Cups. There we go. I'll confirm that in a minute, but I do believe that the Knight has a horse on it. Little icon of the horse. Yes, so it is the Page of Cups. What else do they need to know right now, gods and spirits? We have, this one feels like it needs to come out. First one, it is the Six of Pentacles. And we have the Queen of Pentacles. Interesting. Let's get an outcome, please, gods and spirits. What do they need to know right now? Please guide them for their highest and greatest good. Okay, we've got the Ace of Wands. Very nice. We got a flipper. We've got the Five of Wands. We also have the Page of Swords. I think one more is needed. Can we get a clarifier for the Five of Wands, please? Okay, so we've got the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. Some water. Okay. Now, as mentioned, there is this feeling of being wrapped up too much in your head about something. You're being asked to take a moment, a step back, to rest, reflect. Something about the situation has had you sort of closing in on yourself, retreating, even maybe even censoring yourself or silencing yourself, or something has been silencing you. At this point in time, you might not necessarily know why this is happening. With this breath of the cosmos, the micromanaging of the universe, this feels to me like you have been attached to a particular outcome of something. Instead of focusing on the feel that you want to create and the outcome that you want to create in general, you have been so hyper focused that it's kind of the universe trying to shake you off their back, because you're trying to direct the flow. Meanwhile, they're trying to direct it to a better place than what you have been trying to create yourself. And it's not that the universe is saying that your opinion is not valid. They're saying, give us some credit. We know what it is that you want. We're just trying to give it to you. But you keep trying to steer us in the direction that is not going to get you where you want. This has a feel of always trying to sort of steer it back to a south node comfort zone sort of thing. And so what they're asking right now is to take a pause. Take a pause, review, call in for help if you must. Now this might be family members, ancestors, your spirit guides, your cosmic family, whoever it is that you think will have the answer. I probably would call on every and all of them. Cover all bases. One of them might have a part of the answer, or one of them might be clearer than the other. The bigger point here is that you need to take a step back. With the Remember card, you have to sort of reassess and see, yes, there is a soul plan. Remember where you have been. So this is about finding out where your south node is, where that comfort zone is, and where your north node is, and push towards that. That's why you keep having issues, is because you keep falling back on that south node. And they're saying that there is destiny and there is fate, but if you keep trying to go back to where where you have been and you're not supposed to be in anymore, because you've already done that, you've already learned that lesson, you have new lessons to learn, you need to look deeper to really know and understand which is which. Oh, hello, Bastet. This is my other cat, my eldest cat, Bastet. She is a Devon Rex. She is tiny, 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 but she's an adorable little girl, right? All right, there you go. So this is something that even the tarot cards are pretty much confirming this. Now, this is an internal kind of work. You're going to have to use your cat hair. You're going to have to use your intuition and your inner knowledge, trying to access this from from a higher perspective with your higher self. It's quite a bit of work, but it's work that is worth it in the end, because it's going to start bearing fruit. At first, it might be a little bit, but this will then grow and grow and grow. It'll start showing that once you're taking the steps in the right direction, the universe will start showing it. They will start pointing out that things are going to start balancing out. Things will start falling into place, and it will start coming out. It won't be so much of a struggle anymore. It'll be like everything's starting to work with you once again, to the point where you're going to become your true self, your higher self. At this point, this is where the courageous peony comes in, because this is part of being in the spiritual path and realizing that there is one, and realizing what it is that you're meant to be doing in this lifetime, means that then you have to show it to others. You become a teacher, whether outright or by example. So you will be teaching others what you have done and why, and how you have done it. This is where you blossom. You will blossom completely once you have taken that road. But the first step is going within, taking that pause to really figure it out. Inspiration will start hitting. Things will start rolling. It'll be like the match that turns on that little line of dynamite, and it'll just go until it really starts flowing. Now, yes, there will be issues along the way. It's inevitable. Once you start down this road, there will be those that you will outgrow. They might cause trouble. They might try to keep you where you are, keep you from moving beyond yourself, try to keep you in a place that is serving to them, but not serving yourself. It is inevitable. It's going to create conflict, but it is temporary and it is minor, because after that is done, all of those karmic relationships that were there for a purpose, once you move up the ladder of that doesn't sound quite right. Once you keep upgrading yourself and working towards making a path for yourself, a better path for yourself, and making it what's the word? Help me out, please, gods and spirits, with this one. It's basically saying that, you know, once your true self comes through, those that were there with your old self will no longer mesh with you. You are literally going up, and they're staying stuck where they are because they themselves have not done the work, but you are. So yes, it'll be bothersome. It might be a little painful, but at the end of the day, once they're gone, that energy is no longer holding you back. You're free to move forward, to soar, fly, and high as you are meant to do. Stepping in the right direction to where you want to go, it might seem like a long, hard slog. And at first it might be, but then it just picks up and it keeps going and going and going. Once you know what the light source is and you shine it, it's going to go real quick because you will see the path. You will be able to see where it is that you're going. I'm hearing shining the light can make others uncomfortable, especially if they're not ready to see that in themselves. But you are ready, which is why you're getting this message at this point in time. This is for someone who is just starting out in their journey, or they're still in the beginning stages of figuring out the right path. Deep down inside, you know. That's why you have to go within, because the answer is within you. You have to access your higher self. And that's why you're going to have to ask for help. Because it's sometimes not easy to access that information. Now, something that I found very helpful for myself was getting my birth chart and really understanding where my north node is, where my south node is, what my sun, moon, rising, and Venus is. It makes me really truly understand where I am in my path and what it is that I'm supposed to be doing. When it is important to persist and push and persevere, and when it is time to take a pause, take a step back, reassess, and then take the fork in the road. Because life shouldn't always be about pushing that rock up the hill. It shouldn't be always about that. There are times in life that it is about that, and you know, you have your hard work, blood, sweat, and tears into something. But other times it should just flow. And recognizing when each one is supposed to be and when it happens. It's all about learning who you are, who you have been, who you are supposed to be in this life, what are you supposed to do, and understand where the lessons lie. Recognizing the signposts. That is internal work. It is helped by things like this, oracle cards, tarot cards, getting your charts done, having consulting a an astrologer, consulting yourself, doing your homework. The biggest thing about all of this is that sometimes the journey is just taking a step back and taking that moment of pause and saying, okay, who do I need to talk to? Who do I need to ask for things? Sometimes we start that journey by seeing a psychologist or a psychiatrist or a therapist of some sort, and just having a heart-to-heart with someone that can put you in the right direction. At the very least, they can help you do some exploration. Because really, truly understanding yourself is the first step for everything. And I wouldn't be here today talking with you guys if I hadn't done that work myself. Really, truly understood who I am, what am I supposed to be doing. I always had this dream about being a pagan, being a working witch. But I never really quite understood what that meant and how that would work out for me. And it wasn't until I understood that my primary thing is taking care of others and helping heal others. That's where my North Node lies. Is that I understood that my role is support. My role is helping heal things that might be coming up, to lend that, shine that light on that particular issue that might be in the background, nibbling, sort of be a guidepost, a signpost saying, this is where the issue lies. This is what I suggest should be done. And I will be here to support you if you choose to take that on. That's when I understood that me being the support to help you guys in your journey, that's where my true path lay. But I would have never known that if I had not done that work myself and explored those interests. That's why they say that we have those dreams and we desire and want those dreams, because they desire us back. And the reason for that is that that's where our north node lies. It's not necessarily something that is easy, and it's most of the time is out of our comfort zone, even though we want it so much. It's meant to push us in the right direction. But whatever that looks like for you is what's important. See, this person is taking that cup and is multiplying it into beautiful butterflies and is setting it free on the world. That is what you're eventually going to have to do. But first, you have to do that internal work and figure out what that is. So that is beautiful. So you are starting out in a moment of confusion, in a moment of probably following along with everything that you have done and you've always done and what was expected of you. But now it's time to step back, take a moment, maybe consult with professionals of whatever kind that you would prefer, doctor, priest, priestess, guidance counselor. Just start somewhere. Try and figure it out. See what resources are out there. Explore. If astrology is your cup of tea, get your chart. You can do it for free online. You put in your birthday. If you have the time of birth, great. If you don't, that's okay. It's still going to give you the information that you need to start exploring the possibilities for yourself. And once you understand where you are and where you're supposed to be heading, then all of a sudden things will open right up from a very narrow vista to a very wide world in which to explore and find out more about what you want and what it is that you're going for. And once you have done that, don't be afraid to show it. Show your true self. Show your true colors. Lead by example. Because you never know. There might be someone that looks up to you and they're seeing you miserable and then they think, is life supposed to be that miserable? But then you step out, you do that work, and all of a sudden you blossom and you bloom and you look absolutely gorgeous and radiant. Male or female, does not matter. All of a sudden that person that is looking up to you, they say, hey, if they can do it, I can too. Because at the end of the day, we're all teachers in some respect. Absolutely beautiful reading. So it is about taking that leap of faith, taking that moment once you figure out what it is that you're supposed to be doing. It might be a little bit uncomfortable, but take that leap of faith. It will be worth it. It will lead you to the person that you're supposed to be. Look at how beautiful she is. She is radiant, and she holds the pentacle and the world in her hands. That could be you, but you've got to do the work. Once you start doing the work, things will start falling into place. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Okay. Let's see what advice Spirit has for you. All right, gods and spirits, what advice do you give the beautiful collective for this week? What else do they need to know? my attention is being pulled back to the Eight of Pentacles. Now you will see that in the pentacle that she is standing, she has all her resources around her. She has done the work, she has figured out what it is that she needs, and she has gone and collected each and every single one of them, and she has put them within reach, so that whenever she needs a particular resource, as she starts her journey and she starts the work, it's at easy access because she has already done the homework. Very nice. And I'm hearing, don't worry about the conflict. That will resolve itself pretty easily and you'll be better off. Because where you're going, better will come. You will be with people that match your frequency, I'm hearing. Right now, you are with people that match your current frequency. Once you start doing this work, your frequency is going to vibe much higher. So those that are still on the lower rung of vibration will not be able to come with you. Oh, there comes the first one. We have the groom, husband and marriage. Wonder where this is going. Okay, guess they're ready. We have abundance, luck with fish. We have peace and serenity with dove. Beautiful. Could also use some of that. And we have female, old woman, sadness. Okay. So this is acknowledgement that there will be conflict. Not everybody is going to be comfortable with who you are becoming. But know that who you are becoming is who you're meant to be. And you cannot stop yourself from growing and becoming the best version of yourself for yourself and stop it for anybody else, because you wouldn't be happy. So yes, it might be a little sad that some people will fall away from your life, be that a marriage or some sort of other commitment. But know that the right one will come around and he will vibe, or she will vibe at the right frequency. So if you're worried about a committed relationship, better will come. One that will truly love and understand you for who you are. Even if you do change, they will grow with you. Even if it is differently, they will grow with you, and they will be there to support you as you go in your journey. And that's what makes a good relationship. So whatever relationships that you are worried about, know that yes, it is sad. Take your time to mourn them, but don't be too hung up on it, because you're going somewhere beautiful, something that is created for you and just for you, your true happiness. You're going to have peace and abundance and good luck where you're going, because again, once you start going in the right direction, things are going to start falling into place. Things will start clicking, going smoothly. I'm not saying that there won't be challenges, but again, not all of life has to be a challenge all the time. And you don't always have to be pushing that rock up the hill. Your whole life should not be a struggle. Most things will move smoothly and easily, because if they are in tune with your energy, and you are if you are if you're manifesting from a heart space, and you're manifesting with energy and true intent of positivity, and not in negative manner, things will start falling into place very quickly. This is part of the journey, learning proper manifestation techniques. Knowing that energy comes first. That is a big one. You adjust your energy and you will automatically be attracting that which is good and best for you. Situations will start moving along at the proper speed, coming along easier. That which is meant for you will come for you no matter what. You will never miss it. So yes, there might be sadness, but I don't think that is something that you need to worry about. Acknowledge it, honor it, and process it and let it go. Because what's coming down the pipe after you do the work is absolutely beautiful. And there is really only good to come. Because essentially that's what you're doing. If right now you're encountering walls left, right, and center, it's because you have been trying to steer the boat in the wrong direction without knowing, probably. I did that for many years. I tried to steer it over and over and over again in a particular direction that it wasn't meant for me. I had to deal with that. I had to sort of sit with myself and mourn it, because I did put a lot of work and effort into that particular direction, and seeing it time and time again fail and struggle time and time again with it, and not seeing any fruit for my labor for it, that was hard. And that's why I did the internal work, to really truly understand myself. That's how I've been changing my energy first. Understanding myself and understanding who I am and where am I supposed to be going and where I'm supposed to be, and working towards that has made things a heck of a lot easier. When I needed a camera, I started looking and it popped up at the price that I needed it. It came quickly. It was exactly what I needed and it worked perfectly. It just happened. It just clicked. I needed to figure out how to edit videos. I had no idea. I hadn't done it since high school. And things have changed a lot since high school when it comes to technology. I had to learn it pretty quickly. There were things that I didn't know how to use in the programs, but the information came to me quickly. And it became easy to detangle whatever snarls were along the way. And this is something that I hadn't experienced since I was very young. I was starting to manifest from a different space. Different headspace, different heart space. More free and innocent space. Kind of like how we manifest when we're young, when we're little. Where we don't have the constraints, we don't have preconceived notions, we're not really applying lessons that we incidentally or accidentally learn from our elders, watching them do certain things in certain moments, whether it be when it comes to money, work, and those kinds of beliefs. We sort of learn it like a sponge, and we act those out as adults. But having done the work myself, I can tell you that your whole worldview will change. Things will start falling into place and things will start moving in the right direction. Your manifesting will be easier and easier. Yes, there's still going to be moments of conflict. There are still going to be moments of challenge. And there's still going to be lessons. But you will be a different person and you will be in a different space, which will allow you to then figure it out much more quickly and actually be able to come out on the other side in a much better position. So that's all I've got for you guys today. It's run a little longer than usual, but such as it is, the message needed to come out, and so now it has. So I hope that you have enjoyed your reading, and if you have resonated with me or the reading, please consider subscribing, leaving a thumbs up, a little comment down below. All of these things really help out my channel, and I have to thank you all, because this channel has been growing by leaps and bounds. I have been overjoyed to see how many of you have responded to the call for community and helping each other out. I try to bring content that will be of help and support to you, whether it be through readings or through healings. I bring it all to this channel, and it's all free for you to access. So please consider supporting this channel through those means, through subscribing and all of those lovely things that really help out the channel, so that more people can see it and we can help out more people out there that want to join into the community and support each other through this beautiful, if challenging, spiritual path. So that being said, I hope you have a lovely day. I hope you have a great week, and blessed be.